It's good to come on today and talk to our many friends across the country. And let's talk a little bit about the tabernacle. You know, the tabernacle to me is a powerful thing from the Old Testament because you see, the tabernacle in the Old Testament, when the children of Israel was released from Egypt, God set it up to where that the tabernacle would go in front of them, which was what? It was a tent that they set up in different sections. And the Bible said that that cloud that followed them by the daytime and the fire followed them by night, it said when they would set up that tent, that cloud would hover over. Now remember, the cloud is the presence of God. It said that cloud would hover over that part of the tabernacle that bared the testimony of the Lord. That's in the 9th chapter of Numbers and 15th verse, if you'd like to read it, because you see, when we understand that the tabernacle that God had and God made, and he said when he looked at it, he discovered, boy, I'm going to move that cloud over to the place where the testimonies abide. Wow, isn't that a wonderful feeling to be able to know that that's what God intended? And then he said in the New Testament, we're not tents made by hands. The Bible said, behold, now the tabernacle of God is with man. What does that mean? That means, think about this. If the Old Testament says in the tent, I'm going to let the cloud hang over that part of the tabernacle that bears the testimony of the Lord. That means that, behold, the tabernacle of Glen, Coulter, which the Bible said, that's me. If I have a testimony inside of me, that means I can have the glory cloud above me. Oh, you say, well, you know, have you ever seen some people come in church? They bring their old tabernacle in. They hadn't prayed in a week. They hadn't prayed in a day. They hadn't sought God. And they come in grumbling, complaining. The music's too loud or something's too wrong. But you know what? I've decided that I'm going to keep my tabernacle full of the testimonies of God so I can have the glory of God to abide upon me. Do you know why? There's another individual, as I close this out, that carries his house with him and his tabernacle with him. It's the old snapping turtle. Did you know that when I was a boy growing up in Arkansas, that old snapping turtle, we used to tease him until he would get so mad that he would just pull in his front feet, pull in his back feet, and he'd just sit there and nobody could do anything. If a hailstorm come, he done the same thing. When a hailstorm come, he wasn't like the rabbit. He couldn't get to a place of freedom and a place to protect himself. So he just pulled himself inside of his house till the storm was over. Did you know what? That's what Glen Coulter does. My old tabernacle has the third heaven living inside. So when the outside gets into trouble, I just pull myself inside of the inner man, and that inner man helps me conquer the outer part of my tabernacle, and I walk with the glory cloud of God. Today, I just want to encourage you to do like the old turtle. Pull yourself inside of your house, because you see, that's where the glory abides. Hey, we'll see you next time. God bless you. Your old friend Glen Coulter. Bye-bye for now.